championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns about to kick it away and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
The Wolverines are on the move. They want to run this quarterback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like it.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is what it team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's Baxter. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the catch. It's Lockett. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Running to the left. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Manning. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line, and the defense is not fooled. That trick play blown up, couldn't get the pass off, and they are fortunate the football didn't come loose. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. Wide open spaces. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now the play fake. Steps away. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Gives it on the option. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. Gives it on the option. At the 45 on its way. He's up to 55 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Quickly to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Cleescore. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Down to the 26-yard line, and a 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Haynes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Maurice. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last round.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying the left side. Can't get him to the ground. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield. It's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Michigan! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Caught near the sticks. It's Wingo. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He wants to throw it again. Caught close to the marker. It's Baxter. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you've just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes goes at the 39. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Check. White 18, Rocky switch. White 53.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
The kick is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Snap before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's McCutcheon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. And the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got a man, it's Wingo. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. That's caught. It's Baxter. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Rides the back on the option. The give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on first down from the 28. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Finds his man. It's Moore. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the ground, it's Marshall. Looking for room at the 30. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
Second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Brings up second down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful, and absolutely cannot turn it over.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, He's got 99 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The give on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They booted away on fourth down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockett. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Manning. That's caught, it's Baxter. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
A lot of times late in games you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to. Yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Give to the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Simon. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. To the air, it's Manning. Floating away. The throw. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throwing on the run. He's got it on. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. This almost certainly to win the game. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This for the lead and very likely the win. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Manning. He wants a big play here late. Play till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.